What's going on, everybody? Brief history. I used to do tech content way back when I was like 13, not even 13, actually 10 years old. And it was crazy. It was really insane. It was in my backyard. It was in my backyard filming tech content. I was doing on a roll. I had 60 subscribers, record breaking. But that's a little bit of a brief history, but we're trying again. It's a brand new start, but let's get into it. So today we're gonna do actually a good review for you guys today. And it's starting off with OnePlus's, well, at least my two favorite cases they currently have on sale. This one will be the OnePlus 13 Sandstone case. This one being the OnePlus 13 wood grain case. These are both OnePlus 13s. So if you have a OnePlus 12, you can't get this one, but you can sure as hell get this one if it's in stock. But I will say these are actually newer than the 12s and all the other ones you see on the OnePlus store, because these ones have the magnetic ring on them for, I think it's called Qi2 charging, and that means you can stick your wallet or any real mag safe accessories like a battery or a wallet or anything really, like a kickstand. You can stick on the back of these just fine. However, I will say, if you are using it for wireless charging, in each OnePlus 13 case, it does come with this black paper. It basically tells you to stick it on the back of any of these cases if you have the Arctic Dawn, or I think the Black Eclipse, which is the one we have today, OnePlus 13, for better charging. That is a warning for anybody who has the Black Eclipse or Arctic Dawn OnePlus 13. The one that we are reviewing today is the Black Eclipse model. So if you can see, beautiful little Black Eclipse. I'm telling you, these notifications are just coming in hot. Trust me, I'm not that popular. So here's the ones we're reviewing. Again, the wood grain and sandstone. It will depend on what color you do have, however. It will depend on what color you do have. So if you have like an Arctic Dawn or anything, it may look different, of course. But today we are looking at the Black Eclipse. Let's talk about prices. As of me purchasing this one actually is on sale. I bought it for 30 bucks. And this one is currently on sale on the OnePlus store for $25 US. So for those who bought it for 30, which I'm one, I'm sorry. And this one is actually the more expensive one out of the two. This one will be running you $40 US. And I will tell you now, by just how it looks, and you're looking at this case right now, that's like, really? 40 bucks? Unfortunately, yeah. No, 40 bucks. Let's start off with the more expensive wood grain. So it's honestly easy to snap on. And right off the bat, it looks insane. It looks genuinely really nice. But of course, this case is more of like a fashion case, because let's talk about protection for a second, in which this one barely has. It barely has protection. Like right here, you see this one has a bunch of gaps here, all here, like right here for the buttons, the top, mute switch, and then of course, it doesn't really have any razivity on the side. If you're like you slam your phone down, don't be surprised if you pick it up and it's a shattered display. It does have an upside where it has razivity on the corners of each corner here, but that won't help much. And the camera is actually just flush against the lens, so that is another downside with this case. And of course, if we're talking about price here versus the other case, I will mention, however, with what we're getting, $40, it seems not a good deal for this case. Unfortunately, this is more of a fashion statement case. This is more of like a fashion statement. Like, you put this up against your ear, like you're taking a phone call, for example, people will actually be looking like, oh my goodness, you know, like, what kind of phone is that? They'll be looking at you like questioning. $40 as of right now, filming this video, $40 is a bold price. Very bold price for this kind of case. I get it, it's a wood grain, and yes, it does have some texture. Like, it does have a nice wood grain texture to it. But for 40 bucks, we're talking about a $40 case with really no protection. Like, I'm looking, there's almost no protection on the case. That's my main concern with this case, especially with the display having those edges and curves on the front. You drop it the right way on any concrete material, it's toast. It's done. Tile, marble, concrete, any solid surface, you drop it, there's a risk of breaking it. Now, you may also think, oh, but the back is fine. Not really, because it's a very, very thin case. Let me show you what I mean here. It is a very, very slim case. This thing, it's like I can show you, like it's a very, like it's hollow. It doesn't, it's like a shell more than like a case. Would I recommend this to anybody? Maybe. If you do have a screen protector, or if you have like any sort of front protection, I would recommend this, but I will also say it is a very slippery case. Like it's like you try to pick this up out of your pocket, you could be risking just slipping it out of your hands immediately trying to pick it up. Just be very careful if you do get this case. It's a beautiful case, but I don't think it's worth the 40 bucks and the risk factors. It is very high. It's not for me. However, there's always one more case, and of course this one is my favorite one. I've been using it since I've got these cases a few days ago, and this one's my favorite one. It is the sandstone bumper case. So it's not a bumper case, it's more of just a regular case, but of course this one also has the magnets inside. That means if you have a wallet, battery, kickstand, anything that's really MagSafe capable, you'll be able to use it easy peasy with this case. And of course you also have a raised lip for your camera bump, and look at that, closed edges on every side except for just the little cutouts for everything. But look at that, buttons all protected, perfect. So it's also just easy to just snap on just like that. And this is how it looks right here. Looks pretty good, but I will mention one downside. If you can't tell with the lights, it stains. It stains actually very easily. Like it's, you can see it stains pretty easily. But if you do have some certain wipes, then I bet it will come off. But as in my experience, it doesn't come off. So hopefully it does come off. But you can definitely see it does have some raisivity for that camera bump, which is a very good upside. And it has protection all around the edges, and it has also little raised lips on each corner. If you slam this phone down, you'll be just fine. Again, I'm gonna put the price up. As of filming this, it's $24.99, so $25 for this case. I bought it for $30, so I could have saved $5 a couple days later, but you know, $25 for this case. It's an official Oneplus case. You get a very grippy case. It will not slip out of your hands. This case is grippy, and of course it looks beautiful with the black Eclipse. You can't go wrong with the black Eclipse and the black sandstone. So $25 as of filming this, and plus it's on sale. So if you're watching this video, make sure if you want a black sandstone case, get it right now before the sale ends. And I will say, if you do have an Arctic Dawn and a blacks, and of course the black Eclipse, and if you have anything that you want to use wireless charging, please, according to OnePlus, please use the black papers, the black little protectors that it comes with. I can't reach for mine, but you probably saw earlier in the video. Make sure to use that if using it for wireless charging reasons. Me, I just use the wired charging, but of course, if you're using wireless charging, you always put that black piece of plastic film inside. But overall, this case, while it being on sale and with this one being $40, this makes this look very like a terrible deal. This one may of course look good, and it may look like a good like a standout case, but you're losing so much protection. And as of right now, as of filming, actually, you're losing a lot more money, but you're also gaining a lot more risk taking this case over the sandstone case. So as of right now, I would say go for the sandstone case, because you're gaining some protection, you're gaining a lot more versus the wood grain. I will say the wood grain is a lot better in looks. Like, you're going to get some people looking over if you're using this phone. People are gonna look at you and be like, oh my god, what phone is he using? Oh my god. But if you have the sandstone and you don't really care about like standing out, or if you care about protection like I do, because I need this protection, go for that sandstone. It's a lot cheaper too. Like I mentioned so many times before, it's a lot cheaper. But of course, that's just my opinion. The wood grain, it is beautiful. And of course, as I just noticed, you have a beautiful accent in every case that says never settle. I want to say, don't settle for fashion when it comes to these two options. For protection and price, that's what we need to settle for. And the sandstone option, it is probably your best bet for a case. I don't have the third case. I should pop it up on my screen because I didn't have enough to buy all three. But I do have the funds to be buying these ones. But of course, that's my opinion. I will say they're both beautiful cases, amazing, beautiful cases, but that sandstone, it's my favorite one. And they do have it available in other phones as well, like the Nord series. They also had it for the OnePlus 12, but it said out of stock on the OnePlus website. I don't know if you can find it on Amazon or not, but you do have the option to get it on OnePlus 12. And I think there was an option for OnePlus 11, if I'm not mistaken. But there was other options if you don't have a OnePlus 13, but you are interested in the sandstone case. You can definitely find it for the Nord and for the OnePlus 12. I don't know exactly for how much, but you can definitely find it on the OnePlus store. So there's that as well. So of course, this is my first video. Let me know how I did. Of course, shout out to my one friend editing this video for me. Thank you. I strongly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Please stay tuned for more videos in the future. I plan on hopefully succeeding in this new journey of mine and hopefully creating videos that you guys enjoy. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the patience. I know I told some of my friends that I'm gonna be starting doing videos. I'm gonna start doing videos, but here we are. Let me know how I did. Let me know if there's any improvements or anything that I can do. And again, thank you to my friend for editing this video. If he wants to add some credits, let him go ahead. He deserves it. Stay tuned for the next video of mine in this brand new journey of tech content on my channel. Thank you so much for watching.